And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Betty Ray here. Thank you for joining me. I'm here today with my good friend and fellow business owner, Kim, all the way across Canada from me. So, good morning, Kim. Thank you for joining us today. I'm here in sunny Alberta, Canada, and Kim, where you're located?
I am in Newfoundland, and it's not sunny, but there's nothing falling, so it's not bad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I know. We woke up to snow the other couple days ago, and it was cold and windy. And this morning, it's melted all and it's sunny. And I'm gonna maybe go out and wash a few more windows.
Well, it was 1 degree this morning
Oh,
here, so I won't be washing windows yet today. But it's not too bad. We did have snow overnight one night this week too, but it's all gone again. I'm okay
is
with
it?
that.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
It's a bit
Two
too
words.
early for snow yet.
Yeah, me too. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Um, I want to thank my followers for tuning in as well. I appreciate their support and whatnot. And so, yeah, so Kim and I are both digital business owners, and I'm not sure how long Kim's been in it, but I'm going to have her introduce herself, tell me a little bit about you, Kim. Um, I mean, you already said where you're from, but yeah, just share with my followers where a little bit about you.
Okay, so my name is Kim, as you know, Kim Snow.
Yeah.
So even though we don't have snow yet, I have been doing this business since October of 2019. So over 6 years.
Yes,
6 years October passed. So
yeah.
I'm into my seventh year, believe it or not. I can't believe it. Yeah,
Uh,
so I'm a wife and a mom, and we live in Newfoundland, like you said, but we lived in Alberta for 12 years.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, we moved home about 6 years ago to Newfoundland.
So what brought you, like so many of us, and I know people wonder, and I know you're a lot younger than me, but what made us, uh, what made us jump into the online world? What made you go into the online space? Like what, why? Because a lot of people think it's just so foreign, it's just so unconventional. So why did you?
Well, 6 years ago, well, over six now, my mom passed away in January of 2018. And for a while, we tried to help dad from the other side of the country. It didn't work. So we made the decision to move back home to Newfoundland so I could be with him, so I could help him. Mom did everything. She was the glue that kept the family together. And dad was kind of spinning, and I didn't know how to help him. And it was so hard being so far from home. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, so we made the decision to move back home. Um, I quit my job and moved home. My husband um, is still working in Alberta, and he commutes back and forth. So he works from here, and then for 10 days to 2 weeks a month, he'll go back to Alberta and work from there. And I usually stay here. Sometimes I go with him, sometimes I stay here. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I work from here. And the reason I started the business was because after we got home and kind of got settled in the swing of things, uh,
Mhm.
dad's medical issues went downhill. And so I found if you know anything about Newfoundland, we're in central. The main
Okay.
city is St. John's, which is 5.5 hours from dad.
Um,
And dad doesn't drive in the city. So several times he had to go to the city for a week at a time and get procedures done and, things looked into.
yeah.
So I was the one to do it. Uh,
Mm.
I was working as a pharmacy assistant for a little while,
Yeah.
and they don't take kindly to you having to drop everything and go. It's like,
Yeah,
what
not many jobs do, but yeah. Oh,
right? So
right.
the 9 to 5 job didn't work anymore. It was like, I'm very sorry, but I have to go. But you
Yeah,
can't go, but I have to go.
yeah.
I have to. And I wasn't even there long enough to get holidays.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I was there less than a year.
yeah,
It was a good job, but I wasn't able to commit to the 9 to 5.
yeah.
So that's when I started looking for something else to do. Now, back in 2019, online work, it was before pre-COVID,
Right.
and online work was like foreign. It was a foreign concept.
Yeah.
But an ad did show up. I went looking to see if I could go teaching Chinese children because that's early morning. And
Oh,
I
okay.
have a degree. So I said, well, maybe I could teach little children in China because I knew a lot of people did that online. So
Oh,
that's what I've
really?
been looking
Oh,
for.
yeah.
And and then an ad came up in my newsfeed that I could work anytime, anywhere, and I could work online and earn up to a full-time income.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I checked it out. I
Mhm.
watched the webinar,
Yeah.
and my husband, I brought it to him, and he said, "Nope, you're being scammed. No way, no way." I
Yeah.
said, "Well, that's what I thought too," but I looked at it. So maybe you should watch a video to see. And he agreed to watch it
Mhm.
under the condition that he was going to prove it was a scam. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, I really don't care. Just look at it.
Yeah.
So he did. Actually, he watched several. We watched several lives. We
Yeah.
watched several replays.
Yeah.
We stalked the people that we seen to see if they were real. We
Yeah.
checked them up on Facebook. We creeped out their pages.
Yeah.
Uh, and then it was he said, I can't find anything. He said, everything looks, but he said, it's too good to be true. So it can't be real.
Oh.
And he said, why don't we pay the 149 fee? Wait,
Mhm.
why don't we pay the program fee? It's refundable. So he said,
Yeah.
we're not going to lose anything
Yeah.
and just see what it's all about and
Mhm.
ask our questions.
Mhm.
So we did. And
Yeah, good.
then we asked our questions. We talked with, I don't know how many people, dozens of people,
Mhm.
and we asked all kinds of questions. And I just sat back and let him take over because he was the one full of questions.
Mhm.
And in the end, he said, "You need to do this."
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
what? He said, "I can't do it because I'm working full time. I don't have the time." But he
Right.
said, "You should do this." And he said, "I will help you as much as I can."
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
long story
nice.
short, we jumped in and he helps with the fun stuff like the videos.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. That's funny. So kind of a little bit similar to mine. Like I remember going back and watching I wasn't even well, yes, I guess I was looking because I was thinking, "Oh, I wish I had something to do that I could
Yeah.
stay at home and be a little bit more flexible." And I remember do watching the live webinar as well. And honestly, I was looking at because we still, and to this day, we still have people that come on and share their journeys.
Yes.
And I remember literally going like this, like and thinking, they look like me. They look just like everyday people. They're looking, in their back of their houses, and I think, well, it just looks like and I remember that. That's funny. But yeah, you have to check people out for sure. And people do, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. But I'm glad that you could find a solution that you're able to help your dad. Family's so important. And if we don't help each other out, like how can you not help him, right?
Well,
And
that's why we moved home.
absolutely. So that's so nice. He's lucky to have you, and you're lucky to have him, right? You lose your mom too young, and I unfortunately have lost my mom young too, and it's hard. And so you have to treasure those times, and whether they're at going to the hospital or the doctor's appointment, it's still time together. And
That's
so
right.
that's nice. Yeah. And you probably have a lot of family back home anyways that you got to come back to.
Yeah, well, we don't have big families. My husband has a brother who lives here,
Yeah.
and his family's all here. And I have one brother that lives here too.
I
Steve's parents only live a few minutes away from us, so we
nice.
moved, after we got back, we moved them into a seniors cottage,
Oh, yeah.
and got them out of their house because they couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
So since being back, we've taken care of our parents
Parents. Yeah.
and tried to make things easier for them. So
Right. Yeah.
it's been good to be able to do that because
Mm.
we have been away since 2000. We
Yeah.
moved away from Newfoundland in 2000 and never came back other than to visit.
Right. So you missed a lot of time with them. So that's nice. And
We did.
out, out east is so beautiful. I have been as far as just Ontario, Ottawa actually, but it's on my bucket list to get further. And yeah, so it's such a beautiful area. But
Well,
one day we'll get there. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah. So you know how we often, if people that are watching and that, yeah, we often mention the time freedom and the we can work on our time and we can, we live on our terms type of thing. And you know we never want to say that this business is just, well, I don't, you can use the get rich quick if you want. It's like a business. It takes time and it takes effort. And but we do have that flexibility in the and to make our own time. And so, Kim, how does that look for you? Like, how do you, like, for people watching, what does that mean? Like, how would you explain that for you?
Well, the flexibility and the time freedom
Hmm.
is exactly why I started it, because I could be there for dad. But it's not just for the big things, because, yeah, it's important to be able to drive 5.5 hours to stay at the hospital for a week with him to do this and that and whatever. But it's
Mhm.
also so many more little things. For
Mhm.
example, this morning I messaged you and said I might be late because I got an issue I got to deal with.
Mhm.
And so my issue this week, dad called me yesterday and he said, um, I have a problem. I said, what's the problem now? And he watched out his cell phone.
Oh,
I said, it's only a flip phone,
yeah.
but it's what I use when he's at the hospital. I
Mhm.
can I can reach him. If he doesn't have it, I have no way to reach him and I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
So he said, I washed it out. Now, this is the third time
Oh gosh.
I managed to resurrect it all the times before, but it's dead. It is done. So I
Oh.
said, "Okay, Dad, I'll have to figure something out." So my morning today was spent running around trying to find a flip phone. Now
Okay.
you can get an iPhone, but he doesn't want it. It's too complicated to deal with that.
Yes.
So he wanted a flip phone.
Yeah.
He's I want something like my old one.
Yeah.
So I spent my morning running around trying to find a flip phone and get it set up for him so
Okay.
that he doesn't have to, so I can reach him for one thing, but
Right.
so that he doesn't he has a phone. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's those little things, but it's even more than that. So I started this business in 2019 and I've been doing it over 6 years now. Well, for the past probably 3 years,
Mhm.
I've been doing solely the business. I haven't worked in a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Um, and the reason why I like it, other than the flexibility, is that my husband, as I said, commutes back and forth to Alberta. And in May of this year, he had to have an extended, usually it's about 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks.
Mhm.
This year he left in May and he never got home to the middle of July.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh.
So there were some issues and whatever. He had to stay an extended time. So he was supposed to get back on the 19th of May,
Mhm.
and he didn't. He couldn't get back. He had to stay. He had to
Mhm.
go to a different location. And so he called me and he said, your ticket is in your email. I said, what ticket? He said, ticket to come up here. He said, I can't come home, so you're coming up.
Oh, that's nice. That's
So
sweet.
I actually went, I he sent me the ticket. I did not have to ask a boss for time off. I
Yeah.
did not have to, book time off. I packed
Mhm.
up my laptop and I said, okay, I got my ticket. And I went on a one-way ticket in May. And I came home the day before him in July because our son was getting married. So we had to get home. So I came home the day before so I could get things ready, get our things together because he came the next day. So I came home on a Wednesday. He came on a Thursday. Friday, we had a 5-hour drive to get to my son to get married. So it was kind of crazy. My son was like, "Hey, Mom, you're cutting it close." I was like, and again, now he called and he called this weekend and he said, this is going to be a longer trip again. I said, again? He said, yes, I'm booking your ticket. So I have
Oh,
another ticket to go. So, and I
yes.
don't know when we're coming. I usually fly on a one way,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
that's the beauty of the time freedom. It's the
Mhm.
little things for dad. So I talked with dad this morning, figuring out the phone because I'm leaving. I need to figure this out before I go.
Yep.
So I did, and he has a phone. All is good, and I'm going to be with my husband, and we may or may not be back for Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything is
It's
that time freedom means. I can
Right.
go, I can take care of family, I can be with my husband, we can do whatever. We can take vacation, which we will. So, yeah,
And
that's what
then
time.
you work when you're not doing all that.
And I work in between. When he's working daytime, I do business.
It's
Um,
also, yeah,
yeah, when he comes home, I we go out for dinner, we shop. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's part I like that too because now because we are both retired from our 9 to 5, um, we love spending time at home. But if the kids say, "Oh, mom, we need you," you know, something, or one of the kids, grandkids are sick, or if they just have something special coming on, we can literally pop in the car and go. I don't have to ask anybody,
No.
or so that's part I really like. And then even my day here, like. And I think you're like that too. I know you're always baking something or whatever, like, I'm on this with you this morning, but then after my husband and I were going to go up outside and put out our Christmas decorations because it's warm out.
Yes,
And
right.
so we're going to get that done. And then I might pop back in and do a little bit of work for an hour or so. And then I might go wash my window, my one window that I need to get done, so I'm looking at little pockets, and so that is a bonus, but like you also said, it's the little things that we don't have to miss out on
No,
too,
that's right.
and before I know, like you said with your job, they don't want you to leave. And mine is when I was working as an educational assistant, a lot of times, like the best times to travel or whatever, they no, I'm sorry, you can't leave,
And go.
you can't go.
Yep.
So that's been a big bonus for me, and too. So that's kind of what we're meaning. It's not that you can't, you get away with not working. You have to work it, and you have to put in your hours like any job.
Yep.
But although it's not a job, it's your own business. But it's like if you owned a brick and mortar, if you kept your doors closed, you're not going to do very well. It's going to be shut.
You may as well shut down.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that, and I'm so glad it's fit into your lifestyle. And I bet you can't imagine not doing it now. Hey.
No, I can't. I really can't.
Yeah, so it's been a blessing in disguise for you, hey? That
Totally.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
time. Yeah.
It's funny how I do really believe everything happens for a reason, and your dad, your mom passing, and your dad needing help, and it's brought you to this. Other than, I mean, it was probably very traumatic and very sad time for you, but it brought you something worth value and good out of your.
It did. And not only that, like I met you. I met so many people
Yeah.
because
Yes.
of this business. Like
Mhm.
we went to a meetup in September, and
Mhm.
we saw you there, but it was like
Yes,
250
yes, I
people
understand.
there,
Yeah,
and I knew many of them. Some I
yes,
didn't, but
yeah,
and only because of this business did I know them.
yeah,
And
I know.
it blows my mind every single time. It's like,
Me too.
yeah,
Yeah,
you don't even realize how many people you touch because you're connected in this network of a digital business.
yep.
And you don't ever, I mean, a lot of them I've never met offline, but
Oh, yeah.
know them very well online. And to meet them offline is like, okay, that's what you look like from there down.
I know. Yeah, isn't that funny?
Just so cool. It's just people,
Yeah,
sometimes people shock you that they're so short or they're
yeah,
so tall.
I
Like,
know.
oh, you're short.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, isn't that the truth? That's been a benefit of this to me too.
Yeah.
And some people, they don't want to, I guess maybe, they're more introverted or something. They don't want to connect. And there's lots of people in this that don't do that
Most
too.
people, actually, there is a lot of people that are, innately shy. I am.
Yeah.
I would prefer to stay home than
Yeah.
go out.
Go out. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. It makes us step out of our comfort zone a little bit too.
It
So, yeah.
does. It does. Slowly. You do it at your own pace, but you
Yeah,
do step out of your comfort zone.
you do. Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for joining me. I enjoy I've enjoyed getting to know you. I enjoy your stories and um I have to do I do have to add this. So I've got to know Kim throughout, and so when I follow her and stuff, I because you're out east, I live in the prairies and she's out by the water. And one of my favorite videos was them out fishing, and it was so fun. And I just like I'm glued to you because I'm interested, right? And it's so cool. It's just so different from what I'm growing up with, and I have to say I've really enjoyed it. I would love to come out
And go fishing?
meet you there. Yeah, yeah. So if you're and when you're in Alberta, you need to touch base because I am a little ways away from where you go. But sometime and maybe in the summer or something, we can connect. Again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, anyways, I thank you for taking your time out to join me. If anybody is ever interested in finding out a little bit more about this, you can either contact myself or Kim. And Kim, your website is where
W
you.
K
Sorry,
S
sorry. Repeat that. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
www
Yeah.
KS as in Kim Snow
Okay.
online
Okay.
.ca.
.ca. Okay, great. And I'm www.bettyrae at .ca. So just Betty Ray at .ca. So yeah. So anyway, anybody interested, they can sure reach out, and we'd love to share our information. We own that's what we're here for, is just to share this opportunity because we love it so much. Anyways, thank you everyone for joining us, and everyone have a great day. And thanks again, Kim. We will talk soon. Bye
Okay,
for
bye
now.
bye.